Stepping this way, 2, stepping the other way, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going. Hey guys, Kevin and Steph here at the Elite Academy of Martial Arts. We're about to do some tomahawk techniques. We're going to do a very simple technique called a stop hit. With a tomahawk, it has such a wide head that this works really well. Most of the time you're thrusting with a normal knife or sword. It has a very narrow point like that, and it's hard to stop people. It's good to hit them, but it doesn't actually stop anything. Whereas with this, is a nice flat wide surface. This is probably about 6 inches, and that makes for a wide surface that allows you to stop incoming attacks. So we're going to do some techniques or do a drill using that. All right, guys. So we're going to get started. I'm over here with Steph. When you have a tomahawk, a tomahawk is so head heavy that it's ideal to have a backup weapon so that if you swing and you miss, you have a secondary weapon like a knife or something quick to parry and block with. Or if you hook with the tomahawk, you have that secondary blade to attack with. All right, guys, usually don't fight with just a single tomahawk. And if you don't have a tomahawk, you can use a hammer. I don't recommend training with a hammer. You can break your partner's hand. This one is a keen edge tomahawk, which is really good. Relatively inexpensive tomahawk. It's about $50. And then this one is a cold steel trench hawk. It's a black rubber trainer you can get on Amazon.com. How much was that stuff? It's like 20 bucks or something.
15.
Or 15. Yeah, it was under $20, so it's a really good deal. All right, so let's get started. I'm here with Steph, and the lines of attack, she can attack me at random, but right now we're going to do angles 1 through 5 of the Lacoste system or the Inasanso blend, and she's basically going 1, hitting me in the head or the temple, and then 2 is a backhand, 3 is across the ribs, 4 is across the elbow ribs, and 5 is a thrust to the center or even to my head. Okay, guys, so she's just feeding me 1 through 5. And she put on my cross gloves so that I can tag her hands without her getting hurt. So we're out here, and she's doing number 1, and I'm going to back away and just stop. Basically, I'm turning the head of the tomahawk and just smashing her hands or her finger with the head of the tomahawk. So she comes 1, and I'm hitting her this way, moving away from that tomahawk. She hits angle 2, I'm blocking, and you can block sideways or even straight on, just depends on the angle. On 3, when she hits low, I move and I stop hit. On 4, stop hit, and 5. 5, you can go either way. Right now, if I'm open like this, I'm usually going to curve in, smash her hand, and step to the right so that I'm not in line with the thrust. But if I'm more over to this side, then as she comes, I can turn it and step away on that side. All right, guys? So again, 1, stepping this way, 2, stepping the other way, 3, 4, and 5, I'm going this way. Because I'm going left, right, I just continue with that pattern. But you could break the pattern if you want. And then Steph can attack me for a big Bowie knife. That's a cold steel Bowie also, and that's relatively cheap. I think it's like $13 for that thing. All right, guys, so she slashes. Same angles, 1 through 5, and I'm going to just block with this. So 1, I'm going this way. 2, going here. Yeah. 3, here. 4, here, and 5, I can angle and move this way. With the lacrosse gloves, if I'm hitting on the inside, you see there's a little bit of a gap on the inside of her wrist. I don't want to smash that. I want to be very careful with my partner, so I just told her to feed me where it's more fingers forward so that I don't accidentally hurt her. Okay, guys, this is metal, whereas if I feed with this, I'm not as worried, but since this is aluminum, this will break her hand very easily. Okay, so again, she's going 1 on this side with the Bowie, and I'm just going to step this way and hit, okay? And then 2, step and hit, 3, step and hit, 4, stopping, 5, just smashing it this way. Okay, guys? And we're using the top, and we're doing a stop hit, okay? 5, when she comes at me, you can come down on top of it too. That works pretty well, but I like to move off the angle. So even if you come down on it, I like to angle a little bit as I come down on top of it. Okay, guys? The cool thing about a tomahawk is you have lots of sides that you can hit with, and because of the weight of the tomahawk, it allows for damage no matter where you hit. So I can hit with the top, okay? I can slap with the sides. I can wrap with the back. In this case, this has a spike, so wrapping with it ends up spiking them. And you can even hit with the handle. All right, guys? You can block and hit with the handles. But I like slapping too. Sometimes stop hits, instead of a stop hit where I'm hitting with the top, I can slap it, which is a parry. But in this case, when I parry with the tomahawk, it breaks her hand. So when she hits me on an angle 1, I can parry and that'll break. But I can parry meeting the force too. So when she hits an angle 1, I can slap like that. And that is similar to a stop hit, except for I'm using the side, and that breaks her hand. The stop hit, I'm actually rotating the hand and hitting with the top. So she's hitting me angle 1, and I'm going, and I'm rotating, and it's meeting her with the top, and then she hits angle 2. I'm meeting her. She tries to come in 3, meet her, 4, back away, meet her, 5, and I can back away this way, or 5, I can go to the other side. Okay, guys? So that's either hand. And then later on, you can alternate. She can hit 1 on this side, and then 2 on the other side, 3 down here, 4, okay, and then 5, moving and smashing like that. You guys see it? And I still have this knife in this hand. Some techniques later on. If she hit me 1, and I break this hand, or it's damaged, and then 2, that other one starts to come in, and I tag it and I break it. I can come back in, thrusting or slashing and clearing it. You see it? And then from here, hitting her in the back of the head with the tomahawk if I wanted to. Okay? Same thing, if she attacked that first, I could stop that one. This one comes in, I can stop and then clear, stabbing her, hitting her, or smashing there, hooking with the tomahawk, and then from there, disarming. Okay, so that's a little bit more advanced right now. We're just working on the stop hit. So the stop hit, you're aiming with the top of your tomahawk. Some tomahawks aren't as thin as this. Like the United Cutlery tomahawks, they have a thin top like this, but the cold steel tomahawks, they're usually not as thin. The ones with the wooden handles, they're nice and thick on top, so they're even, not only are they long this way, but they're wide. All right, guys, so very good for stop hitting. Make sure your tomahawk isn't a traditional one that doesn't have any type of set screw, because if it doesn't have a set screw and you hit the top of it, it'll want to slide down on you. So cold steel makes their tomahawks with a set screw, and a lot of people criticize them for that. But their tomahawks are made for not only utilitarian purposes, but they're for fighting too. So you tighten that set screw if you're planning to fight with your tomahawk or use it defensively. If you're using it for camping, you can take that set screw off. If you're going to throw, you can take that set screw off, because now you can pull the head on and off. But otherwise, if you're going to fight, keep that set screw on so that when you do a stop hit, your tomahawk head won't slide off. All right, guys? If you have any questions, leave comments below. Please click the thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.